To your space is a well-curated coffee table book collection. Here to share his top picks for design-inspired books that will bring style and personality to any room is our lifestyle contributor, Jonathan Miller. So, Jonathan, let's start out with the ultimate statement piece. I know that we see this everywhere.
You really do, but it's one of those common things you do see everywhere, but it's still extremely, it adds so much wealth of not only knowledge, but class to any, credenza, any coffee table that you put it on. Tom Ford is known for his sophisticated palette of classic style and sensuality, and this book literally brings that to every room. So it's not just, a space holder. When you open it up and you flip through it, you literally feel like you're on these sets that he's created these beautiful fashion masterpieces. So it's definitely something that's going to always elevate your look in your space.
And why is this a must-have? And I know you have some styling tips for it as well, too.
I do, and it's literally, kind of almost like there's the story of the little black dress, or for men, we always have that black jacket or blazer.
Yeah.
It is literally that for your coffee table or anywhere in the room, because you just can't go wrong with it. It's impossible to mess up. I mean, you can add something like I did here with just a simple marble box that can hold your remote or anything like that on your coffee table. And it's just a simple, classic, elevated look.
Wow, and I definitely do agree. A clean blazer is always good, and I definitely get that look with this book as well, too. But let's go ahead and move on. Let's go and get to Kelly Walsters, known for her bold design aesthetic. So how does this book reflect that?
She is. This book is a little bit different in the sense of that she's got, I think, over 500 photographs in here where she's doing a little bit more of a natural scheme of things. And when you look through this book, it really inspires you because she's used a lot of natural elements. She sticks to her signature thing of using multiple textures of the same color, and then brings in a lot of historical flair to some hotels. She uses a lot of retrofitting things, She uses statement pieces like this balloon dog and some things. So she really always pops and makes things happen that way. And it's something that, when you're looking for a coffee table book, you don't want it to just be something that sits there, otherwise you'd just do a box.
Right.
You want to be able to flip it open. And a lot of times I tell people that, anytime you're entertaining, you can flip it open to a
just have it
specific
open.
page.
Yeah.
And whatever you're feeling that day, you can inspire. And with her, she's got such bold taste that there's always a page in here that's going to look amazing.
And I know that, you just told us all the bold looks, everything about it. Why else is this a must-have? And also to talk to us about the styling tips as well, too.
That's the thing, is sometimes, when you're putting a room together, you really need to have that little bit of extra something. A little inspiration is what we like to call it, that you can flip through and you can just sit there. Let's say it's a rainy day outside and you want to just pick up something and you don't want to turn on the TV at that point. And it's funny, I said rainy day and I turned to something that's gray. Literally, it's going to give you some inspo and there's something green. So then it's going to make you think about the outside a little bit more.
Right. Alrighty, and let's go ahead and move on to Martin Lawrence Bullard as well, too. I know he's known for designing homes for celebrities, big name celebrities, Sharon, Elton John, Kim Kardashian. Talk to us about this one as well, too.
This is one of my absolute favorites because he is the king of color. Cher wrote the foreword of this book. He has worked with almost every celebrity you can think of possible, and he very much gets into their psyche when he's designing these spaces. And they're bold, their looks. I mean, he even actually did something for RuPaul that's in this book as well. And when you've got these over-the-top personalities, you need to be able to have someone who can actually manage that and have their creative visions come to life. This is Kylie Jenner's house here.
Oh, wow.
And literally, it's got so many bold statement pieces. And again, it's just a beautiful book in general for itself, and it pairs really well when you're putting it with Tom Ford over here.
Right, okay.
To build up your little bit of a coffee table look.
I see it. Nice. Alrighty, well, and let's go ahead and move on to our last book as well, too.
This book is by Jeremiah Brent. This book is a little bit different in that the others, they are focused a little bit more on the photography. This book does have photography, but he goes into the psychology of what makes a home, and he really explains it out of where you really want, it's called the space that keeps you. You want to add elements that really define your personality and that really make a space a home. He goes through, and Oprah actually is featured in here as well, as she talks about, what she's done with her multiple homes and how she makes each one personal in that aspect, and what he as a designer does to actually figure that out with you as a client beforehand. So it's a little bit different in that. I mean, it's almost, in a sense, like it's some of his notes.
Right.
So you can learn a lot of great things from it if you want a very highly personalized space in your home.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for joining us, Jonathan. Where can folks find a full breakdown on all of this?
If you go to jonathanhmiller.com, you will see the blog, and I've got a whole thing on coffee table books right there ready for you to help you style and get things going.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. One more 12 About Town coming up after the break.